Terrible news coming in. The death toll in the Tamil Nadu Kallakurichi Hooch tragedy has just mounted to 53. 53 dead makes it one of the worst illicit liquor tragedies in the history of Tamil Nadu. 118 people remain hospitalized. Many of them are fighting for their lives after many of them had had alcohol that was bootlegged. It was laced with methanol. And all of these people died terrible, terrible, painful deaths. Kallakurichi Hooch tragedy death toll now stands at 53. This has been confirmed by M. Subramaniam, who is the state health minister in the DMK-ruled government in Tamil Nadu. 53 deaths, 53 families shattered. Most of the people are breadwinners of their individual families, making this one of the worst such tragedies in the state of Tamil Nadu. Let me go across straight to India Today's Shilpa Nair live on this big story. Shilpa, a tragedy becoming more and more shocking. 53 is the current death toll. 118 people still fighting for their lives in hospital, Shilpa.
Well, that's it, Shiv. In fact, a tragedy unfolding in Kallakurichi. In fact, so far 53 persons have lost their lives, and with more than 100 people undergoing treatment in different hospitals across the state. There is, of course, a lot of fear that the death toll may climb up even further. But this is, of course, one of the worst tragedies Tamil Nadu has ever witnessed in terms of illicit liquor. Just last year, 22 lives were lost due to the same reason, and cut to 2024 in Kallakurichi, 53 persons have died, and the death toll is expected to go up. This, of course, started with a group of men in Karnapuram area of Kallakurichi. They consumed illicit liquor, and that night, on June 18th night, they started developing symptoms, and 53 of them are now dead. And because, of course, given the magnitude of this tragedy, the DMK government is under massive fire from opposition parties here in the state. There's a lot of public outrage as well against the government, the manner in which the government has dealt with this issue, despite the fact that similar incidents have happened in the past. No proactive measures were taken to prevent this, is what many are accusing. That is why today we saw very stormy scenes in the assembly. Right when the assembly convened, the ADMK MLA started shouting and sloganeering, creating ruckus. They were evicted from the assembly. BJP MLA staged a walkout, and tomorrow, of course, BJP is holding a statewide protest. On June 24th, the AIDMK is holding a statewide protest because they say the DMK government has turned a blind eye. They've not taken any steps to prevent or crack down on the sale and production of illicit liquor, and that is what has led to this tragedy. But on the side of the government, they say we have taken the strictest action against the culprits. 4 persons have been arrested so far. The liquor that was seized from them, around 200 litres, were found to be mixed with methanol. Apart from that, several top officials transferred out, and some of them temporarily suspended as well. The inquiry has been handed over to the CBCID. A one-man commission also has been set up. But the fact of the matter is, many locals in Kallakurichi say that this has happened with the connivance of the police officials. This was out in the open. Everyone knew that illicit liquor was being sold, but nothing was done to crack down on this and prevent this tragedy from happening.
And the legacy, the terrible legacy of Hooch liquor-related deaths in Tamil Nadu, it has been one of the biggest stains on the state. The crackdown on illicit liquor and the mafia that runs it has been an ongoing battle across governments, but clearly no government has done enough, and certainly not the current DMK government. 53 people dying is, if I'm not mistaken, possibly one of the highest, if not the highest, death tolls we have seen in the last decade as far as Hooch tragedies are concerned. An absolutely heartbreaking scene has unfolded in this place we're talking about, Kallakurichi district, as grieving families lay their loved ones to rest en masse. It's actually a huge mass funeral. 53 cremations taking place. Victims of this tragic Hooch tragedy claiming 53 lives and counting. That number is expected to rise. Amidst accusations of government negligence, protests are intensifying while authorities scramble for answers. Here's more.
Bodies upon bodies lined up for a mass funeral. These are the makeshift crematorium that has been created. 21 bodies of the 38 are going to be burnt over here, one after the other. It is happening. These are the beloved son, daughter, mother, father and children of the people of this village. The entire village has gathered over here and they are clueless.
What's left now are grief, memories and shattered dreams. This is the story of the many families in Tamil Nadu's Kallakurichi who've lost a family member and in some cases the only breadwinner to spurious liquor. The Stalin government in the state is facing flack over 50 deaths caused in the current Hooch tragedy. Many are calling out the callousness of the state government machinery in simply failing to curb the sale of illegal liquor. The opposition AIA-DMK staged a black protest against MK Stalin, while the BJP launched a scathing attack on the leadership.
Very unfortunate, and our Honorable Chief Minister has not gone to that place. He is sending Udayanidhi. So it is not a family program. The local people say it has been a practice for quite a long time. Why didn't they prevent it? And there is a strong connection between the DMK functionaries and these type of activities.
கிட்டத்தட்ட 146 பேர் இதுவரை இந்த கள்ளச்சாராயம் குடித்து பாதிக்கப்பட்டதாகவும் அதில் 50 பேர் இறந்துள்ளதாகவும் இது நெஞ்சை பதற வைக்கின்ற சம்பவம், நாட்டையே உலுக்கிக் கொண்டிருக்கின்ற சம்பவம். இதையெல்லாம் சட்டமன்றத்திலே பேச வேண்டும் என்று பேரவைத் தலைவரிடத்திலே அனுமதி கேட்டோம். பேரவைத் தலைவர் அனுமதி மறுத்துவிட்டார்.
The Madras High Court has sought a report from the state government. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Stalin says a probe has been ordered.
தமிழ்நாட்டின் முதலமைச்சர் முறையில் இந்த பிரச்சனையிலிருந்து நான் ஓடி ஒளிபரப்பு நல்ல பொறுப்பை உணர்ந்ததற்காக தான் பொறுப்போடு பதிலளித்துக் கொண்டிருக்கிறேன். குற்றவாளிகளை கைது செய்துவிட்டு தான் உங்களுக்கு பதிலளித்திருக்கிறேன். திறந்த மனதோடு இரும்பு கரங்கொண்டு குற்றம் புரிந்தவர்களை அடக்கி வருகிறேன்.
3 suspected bootleggers have been arrested and they have a criminal history. The police are on the lookout for the alleged kingpin, Chinnadure, who allegedly supplied the distilled arak that caused the deaths. This is the second such tragedy in 2 years. Last year, 22 persons were killed after consuming similar illicit alcohol laced with methanol. But it looks like deaths are just a number for the DMK government. With Pramod Madhav in Kallakurichi, Tamil Nadu, Bureau Report, India Today. And an image that truly captures the devastation in Kallakurichi is this one that's been captured by India Today's Pramod Madhav and his crew. At least 45 cremations taking place at the same time on one single site. These are all people who belong to families where they were the sole breadwinner and they were all cremated together. It was like a mass funeral for the people who had been unfortunate enough to consume that illicit liquor. This is not negligence, viewer. This is murder that has taken place. The alcohol that was peddled to these people was being bootlegged in the middle of a village, in plain sight of authorities. So nobody from the DMK or the police or any of the administrative arms can say that they had no idea what was going on. We will be showing you ground reports about just how openly illicit liquor is actually being peddled in different parts of Tamil Nadu. We've got breaking news coming in now. Star actor from the Tamil film industry, Surya, has now opened up to slam the DMK government on this Hooch tragedy in Kallakurichi. Surya says the state government is encouraging voters to drink. An unusual attack on the DMK government. He says Tasmac shops are being opened. Tasmac are the government-owned liquor vends in Tamil Nadu, which have been controversial and a political football for many, many decades. Superstar Surya says prohibition ends up being nothing more than an election time slogan for all political parties. You had Vijay, actor Vijay, who's taken the political plunge already visiting the injured, visiting the ailing yesterday in a hospital in Kallakurichi, and now Surya has taken a direct shot at the DMK government, saying state governments are encouraging voters to drink and that all talk of prohibition is just useless election time slogans. Nobody follows up on it. Family after family, crying women have become the image and the face of this tragedy, where they say, don't give us rice, we don't want freebies, we just want alcohol to be banned, we don't want any illicit liquor being accessible by our family members. They have hard lives, they seek alcohol as an escape from their lives, and it ends up killing them. This is a terrible, terrible death trap into which the poorest of the poor, the underprivileged, are trapped in a cycle of fate in the state of Tamil Nadu. To understand the history of Hooch tragedies in Tamil Nadu and the fact that actors like Surya have now taken direct shots at the state government, talking about how prohibition is just a pipe dream, it's just a silly promise made during election season. Shilpa, the voices of the affected families is truly heartbreaking. The truth of the matter is, illicit liquor availability through Tasmac shops across Tamil Nadu, has always been a big political imperative as well. Any chances of prohibition, etc., which comes up during elections can never really happen. Is the government committed this time to get to the root of at least the illicit liquor mafia?
Well, yes, Shiv. In fact, that is what Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin said in his, in the assembly today. He spoke at length about the measures taken by the state government in terms of cracking down on illicit liquor. He says ever since the DMK government came to power, over 4 lakh cases have been registered and over 4 lakh persons have been arrested for brewing illicit liquor, and around 500 persons have been booked under the stringent Gundas Act, is what the Chief Minister said. Periodic meetings takes place. The police officials are constantly regulating and looking at the factories that produces methanol. But the cause of concern, the Chief Minister said, is the fact that methanol is being smuggled from neighboring states. Even in this case, even in the Kallakurichi tragedy, what the investigators have found out is that the methanol was purchased from Puducherry. So that, of course, the Chief Minister says is a challenge. But nevertheless, having said that, the government has listed out these several measures that they've been undertaking. But the fact of the matter is it's simply not enough, because if they were doing enough, this tragedy would not have happened. And in Kallakurichi, when you speak to locals, we've been getting multiple accounts. We've been speaking to eyewitnesses, we've been speaking to families who've been affected by this tragedy, and all of them say everyone knew that illicit liquor was being sold. The police knew, but nothing was done. This person, Govindaraj, his house is located in the heart of that village. It's right in the center of that village, and everyone knew that illicit liquor was being sold there. So how did the police not know that? So several questions are being raised at this point in time, and that is also the reason why the opposition parties say do not just transfer or suspend officials, but go into the roots of this problem, go behind the mafia, see if politicians are involved, see if local politicians are involved, see if there is corruption nexus between the police officials and those who are selling these the illicit liquor. So all of that needs to be looked into by the DMK government, and the government says that we are very, very committed to fighting this menace, because they say it's a it's a threat to humanity, it's destroying families in Tamil Nadu.
Okay, Shilpa, thanks very much for that. We're going to keep a very, very close track. Shilpa and Pramod will be getting to the bottom of the investigation that the state government has committed to. The case will continue, but we will not take our gaze away from this story. That's a guarantee that we give you here on India Today.